Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Your friendly neighborhood conservative, ex-convict here with the common sense and a random shit show. Because as we know, before the inauguration of Trump, that's what it was, and it still is. Yeah, still a shit show. Democrats dying on a hill. Just saying. Hold on a second. For some reason. Okay. Just checking to see because for some reason, I apologize again. The internet's spotty, so I'll freeze up or whatever, but bear with me. Also, you'll hear the haptic feedback because I'm still using my phone because it is what it is. You already know. Let me get rid of this notification. Doing this by myself, as I always say, because there is nobody else. Huh. I gotta get close. Actually, you know what? Let me try to read it on here. Nope, can't. Yeah. Comparison. Can't read it. It's too small. Yeah. Anyway, TDS. What a difference, huh? What TDS will make these libtards do. Just saying. It was no problem before. It is now. Anyway. Yeah, recent events, check it out.
Do you believe that the violence on January 6th was intentionally organized or directed?
Still under investigation. We're looking into whether elements of the government could have enhanced the criminal acuity of some of the rioters that day.
So you've said on Twitter that the FBI and the intelligence community were involved in planning and directing the riot. Is that correct?
Sounds like something I said, yeah.
And what evidence do you have for that claim?
We've already identified that there were multiple confidential human informants ran by the FBI and other law enforcement agencies that were present in the crowd that day, directing, removing barriers, those types of things. This has been investigated widely. We're continuing to look into it. I would say the FBI and other elements of the law enforcement apparatus attempted to suppress the fact that there was undercover confidential human informants that were part of these different groups. We also had intelligence leading up to January 6th that there was going to be violence that day. So that speaks to some degree of intelligence infiltration into some of these groups and organizations.
Who within the FBI?
We're looking into that right now.
Which departments of the FBI?
Probably the Washington field office.
So you believe the Washington field office was involved in the planning of the violence in the building next door on January 6th?
It's being looked into. Yeah, we're looking into it right now.
And do you believe that the IC conducts actions of this nature against Americans?
Both the FBI and other law enforcement agencies entrapping individuals. If you look at who was running the Washington field office during January 6th, it was Stephen D'Antuono. He was also running the field office in Michigan, where many of the defendants were let go after they were accused of attempting to kidnap the governor, because the vast majority of them were undercover FBI confidential informants. So unfortunately, this behavior does happen by members of law enforcement and the intelligence community, and it's incumbent upon us to make sure that we are transparent with the American people.
Mr. Kent, would you be willing to share this evidence of this investigation with this committee?
I look forward to it, Senator.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, when the shit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay.
We're looking into whether elements of the government could have enhanced the criminal acuity of some of the rioters that day.
Boom! As I always say, when the shit hits the fan, as I said before, that guy right there is a rising star. Conservative, I forgot his name and where he's from. But that's a voice. And as I've mentioned many times, when conservatives are put on the spot, they sound smart. They sound like they know what the fuck they're talking about. I can't wait. Yeah, he's going to be somebody big someday. Just saying. Anyway, more stuff. Oh. They're already here. They've been here. Technology. Yep, TDS.
I'm here with Chris Newman, who is the attorney for the wife and mother of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We just tried to go visit him in prison just to check on his conditions. Today's purpose was just to see what his health condition is. And these soldiers were ordered to prevent us from going any farther. As you can see, they're letting other cars go by, but they stopped us because they're under orders not to allow us to proceed to check on well-being of Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
You are the worst human being I have ever met.
Nobody has any communication with him since he was illegally abducted from Maryland.
Ridiculousity, good stuff. I like their stuff. Link in description. You know, as I said before, and I'll say again, breaking news Not here. This is not the place. I just look for shit that I think will entertain you, will make you laugh, and if you have common sense, you'll laugh. Because it's funny. Common sense here. No genius. Just sharing shit that if you haven't seen, you are welcome. Just saying. Yeah, and as I said, excuse me if you see my finger here and there. I gotta look for the stuff. What am I playing next? Let me see here. I forgot what this was. Oh, yes.
But I also want to say thank you for your continuing support for democracy. It's definitely something that you have made your brand, and it's the integrity that you're bringing, and I'm grateful for you always. We'll miss you. Oh. You can't have me crying at the beginning of a show, Jasmine. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, you haven't seen the last of me. Thank you for being here and getting us started today. I always appreciate you. Gosh.
What the fuck?
We'll miss you. Oh.
Rain brought them to him.
Another one. Gosh.
Fake ass tears, alligator tears. Just like she's a fake ass ghetto chick. She's not ghetto with her freaking fake ass eyelashes. Why do you want to be ghetto? You're in Congress. Ooh. I say again, who are you trying to get to vote for you? Oh, I'm waiting for an answer. Okay, anyway, yeah.
What was like the game plan, as far as you know, for this today? Like to block some of the intersections in DC and
actually, I don't know much about that. We've just been kind of
that guy's probably an organizer.
Circle around the perimeter of the Capitol grounds, wherever the police don't have it blocked off.
Okay.
Messing up the script.
That's something I've been wondering about. You know, I got to ask. It's the middle of the day on Wednesday. Do you have a job?
I do. Wednesdays, I have some flexibility, and during the day, I'm able to go do stuff. I have stuff I gotta get do.
We leave our jobs because
tomorrow.
Our blood is not more precious than the resident children. That no salary, no slave wage is enough to stop me from actually fucking raising my damn voice.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, I have two.
I agree, and they ask the same question even when it's a Sunday. So.
Are you?
Oh no, just because today's Wednesday, I'm just curious what people do.
And you do think that we don't work weekends? I'm sorry.
Why you're yelling?
Oh, because you are asking loaded questions.
Because she's a liberal.
You're trying to paint us a picture that we're like unworking Americans. We don't do shit. Apparently, we are somehow villainized. This happened at Occupy Wall Street. Every time we try to do something.
I didn't say any of that though.
Yeah, you did. You said.
I said, do you have a job? Maybe you're projecting something. I don't know.
He's probably a server somewhere. Liberals. I'm having fun. Create a warp. When you make fun of this wig wearing fake ass alien looking ET, I love it.
She's got a $7 wig and a bug-eyed stare, preaching old school nonsense without a care. She screams at people, but nothing sticks. Welcome to Maxine Waters' greatest hits.
Well, Max Tax Maxine spoke briefly yesterday at a House committee meeting, and her gal pal Nancy must have went out for a beans and bourbon lunch right before this, because old Whiskey Waters was having a hard time with the words coming out of her mouth amongst some other things. So hit that like and subscribe if we made you smile, and let's get on with the show.
And they're cutting deals that are not in the best interest of this country or these people or the people. Ms. Smith, for being here representing WilmerHale Law Firm, I'd like to send a message to your law firm.
That's what happens when you drink too much.
Instead of stopping this grift, you're enable it, Mr. Chairman. We need to stop Trump before he take any steps further,
What happened to the letter?
his fraudulent memes coin,
It's not that.
his complex well of companies, whether they are allies or adversaries, to anonymously transfer money to him. Mr. McHenry and I were getting very close to some agreements on having guardrails.
What did you just say?
On having guardrails.
How you doing? My name is Modi.
Especially if the SEC is not overseeing Trump's myriad crypto businesses.
What the hell was that?
That was a live reaction, by the way. Creator Warp always has good stuff, so every time I see something, especially if someone that I like to make fun of, I post it. And as I said, they got a lot of good stuff. Check them out. Link in the description. Creator Warp. You guys are the shit. Anyway, Gavin Newsom, United Spot. He's been on the spot lately because of something he said the other day, and he's flip-flopping all the time because he's a piece of shit. But yeah, check this out. United Spot. Always love your shit. I think this is United Spot. Yes, it is. Check it out.
Congratulations, fire victims! Here's your $750. You're welcome. But I lost my house. Don't blame me. Blame climate change. But I lost my car. Hey, look on the bright side, though. You just got $750. I got no food, and my kids are hungry. Look, I gave everybody $750, okay? What else do you want from me? 750 ain't enough. Make it enough. All in all, I'd say this is a mostly peaceful fire.
Breaking news. These California fires are all Trump's fault.
I knew it! I knew them fires are all Trump's fault! Hey, we should totally make s'mores right now. Burn, baby, burn! Right? Families in California have lost their homes. When is Gavin Newsom going to take responsibility for this? Oh no, I lost my house. What am I gonna do? Bunch of crybabies. Right? And this isn't even my fault. I know. It's all Trump's fault. The news just told me. I mean, do these peasants do anything else besides complain about how hard their lives are? I know. I mean, if you lost your house, just go buy another one. It's physics. Yeah, and it's not like I haven't given them all $770 already. Bunch of entitled Trump supporters is all they are.
Say goodbye to the America you once knew. Unfortunately, Trump will be sworn in on Monday. Make it stop.
Oh, man, I could have totally beaten Trump. I know, why didn't you? Because it'd have been too easy. I like a champ. All right, light. Evacuate and listen. Gavin's here and the mayor is missing. Scorched earth and the flames burn brightly. Breathing lots of smoke in daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Hell no. Turn off the hydrants and let it grow. I say the smelt fish and you peasants got zero. Blame it on Trump and make me the hero. Is this what climate change does? We tried to warn you, but no, you just totally wanted cows to fart. You see, here in California, we believe that fires have rights too. Yeah! And it's our right not to fight them. Fires have rights, y'all! Your fire, our choice. Okay, before I take any questions, are all the illegal immigrants okay? Gavin, what are you gonna do about the fires? Guys, as long as the illegal immigrants are okay, you all should be fine. What about the American citizens? As soon as the illegal immigrants are done using the water, I'll use whatever's left to fight the fires. Well, LA needs firefighter planes. Yeah, we don't have any of those. Why aren't the fire hydrants working? I know, right? Who's gonna pay for this? Well, as soon as Ukraine gets paid and all the illegal immigrants get their money, I'll use whatever taxpayer money's left to help all of you rebuild. Palisades are burning bright, organ trucks nowhere inside, budget cuts, hydrants dry, no water in supply. Hearst fire, Kenneth fire, Eaton fire, please retire, climate change, Trump's deranged, the LA fires are not contained. Yeah, I cut it short a little bit because I think I played that one before. Not sure. If it was, my face. Yeah, anyway, United Spot. I think, I hope so. Yeah, it is. Check this out. I think this is the last one. I hope. Hey, I hereby indict Donald Trump for resisting an attempted assassination. All rise for Judge Murtaugh, the greatest judge.
Klingon.
Convict Trump, you've been charged with resisting assassination. How do you plead? Alive? One more outburst like that, and I'll hold you in contempt. Convict Trump, at what point did you decide to move away from the bullet? I don't know, I just moved. Hey! So you admit that you moved away from the bullet? Yeah, I move all the time. You murderer! You're a threat to our democracy, Trump. I took a bullet for democracy. No, you obstructed an attempted assassination, and you refused to cooperate with an active shooter. You son of a bitch! Kimberly Cheatham, do you swear to read the script, the whole script, and nothing but the script that we provided for you?
I swear. Before we get started, I'm getting paid for this, right?
Of course you're still on the payroll.
Officer Cheeto, what did convict Trump do after the bullet was fired?
I don't know. I was ordering something off Timo when it happened, but I found out later that he moved.
He moved?
Yeah, he moved.
It's true. I saw the whole thing.
You son of a bitch! Trump, avoiding an attempted assassination is against the law in Democrat land.
And what were Biden's snipers doing during this time?
Well, they were giving the shooter adequate time to shoot a few times before they came up with a plan to stop him.
Was Trump tipped off about the attempted assassination?
It sure looked like it. He knew exactly when to move his head.
You murderer!
Moving your head away from a speeding bullet puts other people at risk.
You endangered the lives of innocent people when you moved your head, Trump. Their blood is on your hands. You're gonna fry for this, Trump. Your Honor, I have reason to believe that convicted felon Donald Trump used time travel technology to avoid his attempted assassination. Trump,
Time travel?
using time travel is illegal. You son of a bitch! I hereby indict convict Donald Trump on time travel crimes. Hey! I'm indicting Trump.
No, I'm indicting Trump.
No, I'm indicting Trump. Guys, you can all indict Trump.
You can indict Trump? You can indict Trump? You can all indict Trump!
Your Honor, we the jury finds Trump guilty of using time travel technology to avoid his attempted assassination. Mr. Cohen.
Yes?
You said that twice impeached, 4 times indicted, not my President Trump, was using mind control on you.
Yeah, he was... Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I made eye contact with him.
Look away, Michael Cohen! Look away!
I can't. He's
Come on,
too
buddy, you can do this!
powerful.
You're stronger than him!
It's
Look
too
away, Michael!
late.
Michael, don't screw this up, man! We spent a lot of taxpayer dollars to put Trump in prison!
I can't. I'm under his control now.
Trump, one more word out of you and I'll hold you in contempt! For what? I didn't even say anything! You're using mind control on Michael! What?
I have just received word from a whistleblower that Trump is using Russian mind control.
Hey! Mind control is against the law! How many victims, Trump? What? How many people have you infected with your mind control? Trump, you are hereby indicted for using mind control! Hey, I was going to indict him for using mind control! Hey! I was going to indict him for using mind control!
No, I was going to indict him for using mind control.
Enough! You can all indict him for using mind control. Just as soon as I'm done impeaching him. Page 45!
Today I'm starting my 3-year, $30 million investigation on Trump's mind control.
Hey, somebody help me! Trump laid eggs inside my brain! I can't stop thinking his thoughts!
Trump, this is your last warning. Stop making Michael Cohen think your thoughts.
My body's a prison! I can't talk! I'm frozen! Please, Trump, release me!
Trump, release him now!
Help me!
Trump, this is your last warning. I'm not kidding. Fine. I release you from my mind control, Michael.
It's a miracle! I can think my own thoughts again!
Bailiff, take Trump into custody. For what? For using mind control.
I'm trying to hold my laughter. United spot there. I was kind of like hit the nail on the head. If Democrats could use this nonsense, they would. I mean, some of the stuff that they accuse Trump of is just out there. Just saying. Anyway, I say again, breaking news, this is not the place. But if you guys want to be updated on current events, I do have someone. Let me see if I can find the link. DeVory Darkins. Check him out. get subscribed, get notified every time there's a current event, something in the news. Don't turn to liberal media. Don't turn to even conservative, whatever, Fox, whatever. Check them out. Nothing forced. I come out smarter. You know what I'm saying? When I watch him, since I'm no genius, but I have common sense. And DeVory Darkins is one who does have a lot of common sense. Just saying. Now, let's see what my next video is. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little lost. I forgot what the hell this next video was. Let's see.
Forgiato blow and his no pass.
Now I remember. Yeah, Benny Johnson, link in the description. Check this out. This is kind of cool. I thought I'd share this. Benny, you're the shit.
Today. Yo, what's up, guys? We're here at the Tesla dealership in Orlando, Florida. There's a little George Soros USAID funded protest outside, and we brought the big guns today. Forgiato Blow and Byron Donalds are going to be joining us at the protest. Byron, what do you expect to see today?
A little bit of craziness. Hopefully we can find some common sense, but not counting on it.
Byron Donalds, next governor of Florida. Forgiato, what you going to see today?
Liberals, liberals, man. That's just what I'm saying. This is just the truth.
Let's go change some hearts and minds.
How about a tour of this custom Cybertruck by its owner, rapper Forgiato Blow?
Look, the left loves the rainbow, so I stole the rainbow and embodied it on my Tesla truck. Got a lot of room. We got a huge screen inside here. Got the big back seat here to get presidentially chauffeured around. At first, I didn't really know how I felt about the electric vehicles. I got a lot of cars, and I wanted to support Elon because he supported my president more than anybody. So I bought my second Cybertruck to be honest. I got two.
Now it's time to roll up on this very sad Tesla protest. They were not happy to see us, and they were definitely not happy to see next governor of Florida, Congressman Byron Donalds. Let's go.
No more electric vehicles, right?
I'm still trying to figure out who are the Nazis now.
I think you guys, I don't understand.
I'm a Nazi? What do you want us to agree on? How can we leave? So, because I do not believe in the mutilation of children, you call me a fascist, you call me a race traitor, and you want me to agree with you? What are you talking about, ma'am? What policy in Florida in the last 25 years that you don't agree with?
All right, what I believe you should do right now is study the law.
But sir, I spent 4 years in the legislature.
And that was
I wrote some of the laws.
I know you
So
wrote some of
that's
the
what I'm asking you, which one?
There are too many to name right now.
Get the felons that have had their voting rights taken away that don't even know they can vote still now. I worked on felons voting rights in Florida 7 years ago.
Ready? You remember the amendment about restoration of voting rights? I endorsed it.
Oops. Can I get one quick thing? Can you apologize to him for calling him Nazi up to his face?
I don't think you're a Nazi right now.
I promise you I'm not a Nazi at all.
Hearts and minds, man. Hearts and minds.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yo. I love that video. I forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. Nazi! I love that they did that shit. Make them look like idiots that they are. Ugh. Anyway. Losing my mind. Walk away. I found another video, not too long. And, you know, it's great to show clips here, clips there. You know, as I said, you know, I never expect anything in return because my show is completely different than anybody else's. I don't just talk about updates and news and all this other stuff. I make fun of the bullshit. But getting serious, walkaway campaign. Exactly what it sounds like. Hashtag walkaway, walking away from the Democratic Party. And they have tons of videos where I'm sure somebody can relate. I can relate to a few of them, not much, because I was never a liberal, never a Democrat. So I can't post my own video. But I hated Trump. So if that's a way for me to say that I'm part of this organization, yes. But you've watched enough of my videos to know, you know, the 2 or 3 that follow me, because not that many follow my ass, but or watch me. But it is what it is. Check this out. Next video. This is awesome. Hold on, let me find it. Here you go.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but since you guys want to hear it, I'm going to talk about it. Most Americans are waking up like never before. A lot of people's afraid to say it, but I'm going to say it because I don't give it. Black Americans waking up, Latino Americans waking up, Asian Americans are waking up. Why? Because we are tired of all the bullshit lies that we've been listening to for years. I remember back when I was younger, my parents would always say vote Democrat, and I would always ask, why vote Democrat? And the response would always be, hey, they're here for the people, they're here to help you, and they're out there willing to give out, assistance to those who really need it. Back then, not today. So as I basically woke up and realized that we've been lied to for many years, I finally seen the writings on the wall after many years, after Donald Trump came into the scenery in 2016, and I realized that we've been lied to. But when I tell you Black America's waking up, this young lady, who's currently running for Congress, I believe, said it, and like no one can say the damn. I love when people speak the truth. I love when people go out there and exploit the truth and tell the world what it really is. I don't care what color are you. The fact that you can go out there in the podium and tell people the truth, this is who we need. This is why TikTok needs a guy like me. Are you guys following me yet? I don't see you guys following me. Let's go. Let's bring it up. Make this video go crazy. Check out this woman speak. We're waking up. You Democrats better be afraid. We're growing. We're growing.
When I first announced my run for Congress, I had this random white woman, liberal, walk up to me and ask,
typically,
well, what about you isn't Democrat? To which I responded, well, besides my skin color, what about me is Democrat? And it was at that very moment that she realized that God gave her enough common sense to ask me about my values. Now, don't get me wrong, I was raised to vote Democrat down the ballot, so when I first started, I would say things like, I'm a Republican, but I'm not a conservative. But now I know all too well I am a full-fledged, hardcore conservative, and I'm proud of it. I mean, my favorite saying is I was born Black, not Democrat. But in all seriousness, whenever I began to think for myself politically, the choice was easy. I mean, why would I want to belong to a party whose mission is to infringe on the Second Amendment as if a criminal would ever participate in something like a mandatory buyback? Why would I want to belong to and endorse a godless party? Because there is no such thing, and I mean no such thing as a trans child. We have confused children and sick, enabling adults. Why would I want to belong to a party that takes pride in shedding innocent blood? Number one, as if that's not what God hates. Number two, as if there's not a black market for baby organs. And number three, as if abortion clinics didn't start in the hood. Because if you think Trump is bad, you should research exactly who Margaret Sanger was. But speaking of the Black community, why would I want to belong to a party who's responsible for the foundation of the Triple K? But it's not just that. Supposedly in the 1900s, the party switched, right? But what never changed, what I noticed never changed, is Democrats' love for immigration, how they have always prioritized that over the Black community. I mean, imagine every single Democrat leader helping you joke about what a black job is in 2024, exposing your ignorance on 1924 and how imperative the Immigration Act of that year was, how it was all reversed in 1965 with the Hart-Celler Act, how Congress refuses the advice of the Rockefeller Commission and the Hesburgh Commission, and how to this day they refuse to adopt the Barbara Jordan Blueprint, validating every single thing that Dr. Claude Anderson spoke of generally, but specifically what Mrs. King spoke of in 1991 with her letter to Congress. Now look, I'm not saying that the Republican Party is perfect. No, nobody's perfect. What I'm saying is I side with Malcolm X when he said that the liberals were the worst thing that could ever happen to the Western Hemisphere, but y'all ignore that, just like how y'all ignore LBJ saying, and I quote, I'm going to have Negroes voting Democrat for the next 200 years, and by God, 60 years later, I see no sign of recourse, but rest assured your vote is your voice, even if it is.
You know what kind of moment that is? Boom! Fast hands. I love that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Walk away. Matter of fact, run away. Run away from the Democratic Party. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, random shit. Let me see. Not random, but have you guys seen this movie, In Time? Justin Timberlake, yeah, big deal, blah, blah, blah. Justin Timberlake, whatever. But since I was talking about, I was mentioning in one of the videos I talked about earlier, time travel. And as a title says, time waits for no man. Or does it? I've discovered the secret to time travel. And I'll let you know. You may not want to participate though, I'm just saying. But I'm living proof. I mean, look at me. Come on, I'm 53. Do I look 53? Anyway, I'm silly. Check this out. It's a pretty good movie. And as I said a few times, you know, I like sharing movies all the time because my show is different than everybody else's. I don't want to just bore you with politics. I just want to make you laugh, entertain you. And people I work with, since I have 3 jobs, I've actually talked about some of these movies because my whole life I've always been a movie guy. And I read too, believe it or not. Anyway. And there's always a few people that say, I've never seen it, and they add it to the list. So this is why I share, because I'm sure some of you may not have watched some of these. But check this out. Yeah, Justin Timberlake. Imagine that. Check this out.
Allow me to introduce my mother-in-law, Clara, my wife, Michelle, and my daughter, Sylvia.
Whoa, whoa, where's the rest?
Never met the quota.
My units are up from last week.
So is the quota.
Just once, I'd like to wake up with more time on my hand than hours in the day.
How old are you?
28.
I'm 105. But the day comes when you've had enough. If you had as much time as I have, what would you do with it?
Sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
The last time anyone saw him alive, there was over a century on that clock. Well, follow the time.
His name is Will Salas.
You can't hide 100 years in the ghetto.
You know that time will get you killed.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna get out of here.
I just wouldn't know what to do if I lost you.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of your company before, Mr. Salas. Will Salas.
I'm sorry to have to break up the party, Mr. Weiss. I just need a word with your friend. This is my destiny.
Please take me home.
Can't do that.
Why?
You're keeping me alive. How can you live with yourself watching people die right next to you?
You don't watch. You close your eyes.
I'm gonna make them pay. I'm gonna take them for everything they've got.
Come on, help yourselves.
Take the time, it's free.
If you put enough time in the wrong hands, you upset the whole system. Let's hope so.
If this works, we gotta get more.
I can help you get all the time you want.
You know we're coming to get you.
His crime wasn't taking time. He was giving it away.
Yeah, imagine that. 2011. What's that? 14 years ago? It's not time travel, but it's controlling time. It's the rich last forever, the poor don't in the ghetto, as you saw in the trailer. But the concept of the movie is pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a modern day-ish Bonnie and Clyde, those two, stealing time, not money, and giving it to the poor. It doesn't show that in the trailer, but they give out money to the poor like it's, you know, might as well. Everybody else live, why not? But it's interesting, you know what I mean? But another movie. Now this is what I'm talking about. Somebody else, as I said, mentioned, I've never seen it. There you go. I'm gonna show you the trailer. You probably looked up the trailer already, but it's an older movie as well. I forgot what year it was. I should have looked. The Butterfly Effect. Can we control time? This right here, let's just say the role he plays can control time, but not control how he does it. And the butterfly effect, which is a theory or whatever, that if I lost my mind. Anyway, something happens, one change. All it takes is one thing to change the course of destiny, time, everything. And this right here is a total cluster of the mind. Total. I mean, I was like, holy shit. In many different parts of the movie. Check this out. This is pretty cool. Ashton Kutcher. This is probably his best movie ever. Just saying.
Remember when we were kids and I used to have those blackouts?
Well, some of those memories have been coming back to me.
There are moments in life we choose to remember.
Do you think that we'll be together forever?
And some memories we can never forget.
All I know is that by reading these journals, I might be able to get Kaylee back.
I'd think twice about what you're doing. You could wake up a lot more messed up than you are now.
I haven't seen results like this before. But what if you could go back in time? You are completely relaxed. Think of it like a movie. You can pause, rewind, or slow down. Could you save the one person that mattered the most?
Honey, are you all right?
You. Incredible. I lost you once, and I'm not losing you again.
Evan, you never lost me. What are you talking about?
You got a nice life. You stay away from us.
It's been a while since I could.
What about Kaylee? Is she all right? If I go back to the beginning, I might be able to save her. Just tell me if you see anything weird. Weirder than this. Kaylee, that you were happy once with me.
Why don't you go back and save me?
How are you doing this? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You can't change who people are without destroying who they were.
Every time I try to go back in time and help someone, everything just goes wrong.
Oh my God, what did we do?
You can't play God.
The butterfly effect.
You asked for compact. You demanded power.
I did it again, didn't I? I forgot to turn the mic on. What is wrong with me? Ugh! Stop turning the mic off, Fernando. Yeah, you. Stop turning the mic off. Watch this video after and write it down. ultimate shit on my face again. I am so sorry. What is wrong with me? Oh, look at me. I'm sweating because I'm yelling here. Butterfly Effect. It's a 9F. Watch it. Great movie. Blah! My God. Yeah, I'm excited. Whew. Like I was saying, Burna, they don't pay me. I just like showing this because if you want to look for a less than lethal way to defend you, your loved ones, or the innocent, this is great. You don't need a license. You can order it and get it shipped to your house. They don't pay me, as I said. Burna, send me a free one. They're a little expensive, but the price of what it is, you know, lawyer fees. You don't want to deal with all that. And as I said, if you're like me, an ex-convict who lost his Second Amendment rights, but want to be able to defend yourself and your loved ones, and possibly innocent surrounding people around you, when you're at Wally World like this guy goes a lot, never know, a lot of lunatics in Walmart still wearing masks. Hopefully I'm not moving my lips and you don't hear anything, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, again, sorry, my God. Okay, you know, I promise from now on, I'm no longer going to turn the mic off. I turn it off because there's haptic feedback, there's noises in the background. I'm at one of my jobs, and I'm worried one of the guys is going to walk into, you know, deliveries and be like, and mess everything up. So, you know, it is what it is. So I'm sorry for that. Please forgive me. Yeah, Burna, check it out again. Let's start this again because I'm an idiot. It is what it is.
You asked for compact. You demanded power. Burna is delivering both. Forged over 4 relentless years of research, testing, and total reinvention. Designed to disappear when holstered and dominate when drawn. It hits like a sledgehammer, but carries like a sidearm. We rethought everything, even the ammo. The Burna CL is our most concealable launcher ever. Sleek, slim, silent, until it isn't. 6.81 inches long and 2 smartphones thick. It's 38% smaller than the Burna SD and 44% smaller than the Burna LE. The CL fires at 400 feet per second, the equivalent of 273 miles per hour, delivering 41.9 joules per square inch. Hand assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the CL is engineered with over 80% of its components sourced from within the USA. Burna didn't just shrink the platform, we've reimagined the entire less lethal category. This is the Burna Compact Launcher. We had to think small, so you could hit big.
I can't believe I did that again. So unprofessional. This guy's a jerk. Don't watch him. He's conservative. Anyway, as I said, Burna, send me one. I will talk about it all the time, which I will anyway, because honestly, I'm going to save my pennies from my 3 jobs, and hopefully one day I'll buy something like that, and hopefully they have the holster. I believe they might have the holster online. I didn't look through the whole site. It's kind of a cool site. I considered buying one of the older ones, but this now, I'm glad they came up with this one. Concealable. Obviously, when I go to Walmart and shopping, whatever, this is one of the things I know people like me, or, you know, ex-convicts, you know, who are doing better in their lives, this is would help. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about going back to jail, whatever. You know, doing the right thing, without fatally wounding anyone. This is actually a good thing to have, good tool to have for self-defenders. I'm just saying, of any person can get this. So kind of cool. Anyway, if you haven't followed this guy who just totally fucked up again, sorry for the swearing, but that really pissed me off. If you want to see me mess up all the time, there you go. There, watch it. Subscribe, follow, share. Sound like Popeye. Yeah, Common Sense and Random Poop Show, because I can't put shit. No idea why, but anyway, yeah, get notified. Just saying. Follow me on Rumble. If you don't have Rumble, shame on you. On the run by conservatives, no censorship. Good to have. Just good to have. Follow me, conservative ex-con. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, well, yeah. And as I mentioned before, I don't go live on Facebook anymore because they got the dumbest rules ever. And now TikTok, as my mother says, the conservative ex-con. Look me up. And as I mentioned before, link in the description to most of the videos I share. Support links in the description. Also, I have an eBay store that I'm trying to put some stuff together. Oh, yay. Oh, anyways, covering the thing, whatever. It's an overprint shirt integrated into the material. Non-string shirt, never fade. The Common Sense of Random Shit Show logo in front. American flag flying backwards, charging forward. On the right sleeve and on the back, you're going to love this shit. Blah! Don't be a lip turd. Hey, bro. Damn it. Crap. Just saying. Check it out. I can't afford one right now, but I use a company that's, what is it? Dropship. It's a dropship company. I'm sure a lot of people like to use these. They don't make a lot of money out of it, but I don't have to worry about printing in my house or paying because it's pretty expensive, but I don't have, it doesn't come out of my pocket, so it's kind of cool. Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? And of course, another picture. And another picture. They're kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day I can afford one of these so I can wear it to Walmart. You already know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Write me a note. Let me know what you thought of the movies I talked about. And before I go, did you watch Last of Us last night? Ah! I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I couldn't watch it. I could not watch Joel getting killed like the game. I did. When I played the game, when I played the first one, that's why season 1 was, wow, amazing. And then when it come out with season 2, I'm like, please don't do it. Because when I played the second one, I stopped playing after Joel got killed. And last night, my wife and I were watching the second episode of season 2 of Last of Us. And when they were in that cabin thing they were in, the Emmy, whatever her name is, I was like, this is it. This is where they're going to kill him. They're going to do it. They're going to do like the game. They're going to follow the game. Ooh, why? They did. My wife and I stopped. We couldn't watch it. We literally said, I mean, I get it. I get where they're going. I understand. I'll still watch the rest of the season as long as they don't keep replaying what happened. We could not watch when they killed him. Just couldn't. It was just very bad. Bad. And I'm sure they've probably lost fans because of it. No matter what. I mean, Walking Dead changed stuff compared to the graphic novel. They should have done the same thing to make it last longer. I mean, Pedro Pascal, liberal or not, I like his stuff. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Traumatic. Very traumatic. So if you haven't watched it, beware. That's all I'm saying. And if you've never played the game, beware. Because people like us gamers, I'm not a gamer like my wife, but I played the game. I was expecting it. It bothered the hell out of me. I don't want to see it again. I hope it gets good enough for us to continue watching it. My wife's already thinking, I don't know if I want to watch this somewhere. I'm just saying, it's just crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. And you already know. Peace out, everyone. Love ya. See you tomorrow. You know what? This is the wrong one. Because I keep doing it. You're going to love this.
You live here? Yes. Well, maybe you know what a zombie is. When a person dies and is buried, it seems there are certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring. You mean like Democrats?